across your hand.
Have you ever looked up at a dark cloud, a swirling mass of gray, and wondered what it would be like to control it? And wished you could just push it away, like a child trying to rearrange the furniture of the sky? Imagine having the power to simply redirect a storm. For as long as we've watched the sky, humans have dreamed of controlling the weather. From ancient rituals to modern technology, this aspiration has been a constant thread in our history. Imagine making it rain during a drought, turning parched earth back into fertile land, or stopping a hurricane before it starts, preventing devastation and saving countless lives. These are world-changing ideas, concepts that could reshape our relationship with the planet. But is weather control just science fiction, a realm of fantastical possibilities? Or is it slowly becoming science fact, a tangible goal within our reach? The atmosphere is a massive, chaotic system, a complex web of interactions powered by the sun and countless interacting forces. It's a system of immense scale and intricate detail. Trying to steer it is like telling a single water molecule where to go in the ocean, an almost impossible task. Still, we keep trying to understand and maybe influence it, driven by a desire to protect ourselves and shape our environment. In this video, we'll explore real weather modification, the techniques and technologies being developed and deployed. We'll delve into cloud seeding, the HAARP facility, and the truth behind contrails and chemtrails, separating fact from fiction. We'll separate science from speculation and look at the tools and theories shaping our understanding of this complex field. Can we truly master the weather, bending it to our will, or are we just along for the ride, destined to be at the mercy of its unpredictable forces? Let's find out. Let's start with cloud seeding, a fascinating field that attempts to influence the weather around us. It's a process that's been around for decades, and it continues to evolve as our understanding of atmospheric science deepens. It's the most practiced form of weather modification, a technique used across the globe in various climates and for different purposes. Rain or snow needs tiny particles, microscopic seeds around which water vapor can condense and eventually fall to the ground. These are called condensation nuclei, and they are essential for precipitation to occur. Without them, it would be much harder for droplets to form, grow, and become heavy enough to fall as rain or snow. Cloud seeding adds more nuclei, supplementing what's already present in the atmosphere. This is usually done with silver iodide, a compound with a crystalline structure similar to ice. Silver iodide encourages raindrop or snowflake formation by providing a surface for water molecules to latch onto and freeze. Pilots release these particles into moisture-rich clouds, carefully targeting areas where conditions are ripe for precipitation. The goal is hoping to boost precipitation, increasing rainfall or snowfall in a specific area. This technique has been used for over 70 years, with early experiments dating back to the mid-20th century. It's especially popular in dry regions needing more water and at ski resorts looking to enhance snow cover. But does it work? That's tricky to prove definitively. The challenge is that nature doesn't offer perfect control experiments. Every weather event is unique and influenced by countless factors. However, research suggests cloud seeding can increase precipitation. Studies indicate an increase by about 10–15% under the right conditions, but results can vary significantly. It's not a magic button. You simply can't make rain from a clear sky. You need the right clouds to start with, clouds that already contain moisture and have the potential to produce rain or snow. Ultimately, cloud seeding is about giving nature a nudge, helping to accelerate a process that's already underway. It's not total control over the weather, as nature's forces are far more powerful. Scientists continue refining the process, exploring new materials and techniques to improve its effectiveness. This involves better technology and data analysis to understand cloud behavior and optimize seeding strategies. The quest to make it rain on demand is still ongoing, driven by the need for water resources and the desire to better understand and potentially manage our environment. Now let's talk about HAARP, the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program in Alaska. HAARP studies the ionosphere, a layer 50 to 600 miles above us, filled with charged particles. Its array of antennas beams radio waves upward, temporarily exciting a small patch of the ionosphere. Scientists use this to study how solar activity affects communication and satellites. Some speculate HAARP could control weather, but the science says otherwise. The energy HAARP uses is minuscule compared to what drives weather systems. Its effects are localized, temporary, and far above where weather happens. The consensus: HAARP can't manipulate weather or steer storms. It's a research tool for understanding space weather, not a weather weapon. The real power over our weather remains far beyond HAARP's reach. Look up. Those long white lines behind airplanes are contrails, or condensation trails. Jet engines emit hot, humid air. When it hits cold upper atmosphere, water vapor condenses and freezes around soot particles, forming clouds. Contrails can vanish quickly or linger and spread, depending on humidity. Some believe in chemtrails, secret programs spraying chemicals for weather control or other purposes. But scientific studies find no evidence for chemtrails. Just normal jet exhaust and atmospheric conditions, grid patterns. They're explained by busy flight paths, persistent trails. That's just high-altitude humidity at work. What some call chemtrails are simply contrails behaving as physics predicts. The sky's patterns are natural, not a secret plot. Cloud seeding, while a prominent method, isn't the only weather modification idea being explored out there. The field is brimming with innovative and sometimes audacious concepts. Scientists have even tried hurricane suppression, like the ambitious Project Storm Fury, which involves seeding storms with silver iodide, hoping to weaken them. But after years of research, the results were ultimately inconclusive, leaving the effectiveness of the method in question. Fog dispersal is another area where intervention is attempted. Airports sometimes use seeding techniques or powerful ground-based heaters to try and clear fog and improve visibility. However, these methods are costly, energy-intensive, and only provide a very localized effect. On a much grander global scale, there's the concept of geoengineering, with ideas like stratospheric aerosol injection, a theoretical approach to reflect sunlight back into space and cool the planet. This approach essentially mimics the effects of large volcanic eruptions, which, historically, have temporarily cooled Earth's climate by injecting particles into the upper atmosphere. But geoengineering remains highly controversial and potentially risky because we don't yet fully understand the potential side effects and long-term consequences. Significant changes in rainfall patterns, potential impacts on the delicate ozone layer, and the risk of widespread agricultural disruption are all very real concerns that need careful consideration. For the most part, these ideas remain largely theoretical, presenting us with huge ethical, technical, and logistical questions. The cutting edge of weather modification is as much about asking, should we even do this, as it is about, can we actually do this? And so for now, large-scale climate control remains largely out of our reach. The potential risks may simply outweigh any perceived rewards. So, can humans control the weather? The answer is complicated. On a small scale, we can nudge nature, cloud seeding, fog dispersal, but not command it. Large-scale control remains science fiction. The forces at play are immense. HAARP is a research tool, not a weather weapon, and chemtrails are just persistent contrails. Our efforts to influence the weather are creative and ongoing, but nature's systems remain vast and complex. The atmosphere operates on a scale far beyond our full control. Our attempts are small steps in a much larger dance. True mastery may always be out of reach. The real challenge isn't controlling the weather, but learning to live in balance with it. The sky is vast, and our place within it is more important than ever.